Some women don't scream when they're hurt, they disappear. And suddenly, he can't stop hearing the silence. She doesn't chase, she doesn't explain, she doesn't announce her exit. And yet, her absence takes up more space than her presence ever did. It isn't punishment, it's power. The kind of power only a woman with deep emotional self-worth can wield. He once thought he had her figured out, the sweet laugh, the soft skin, the gaze that disarmed him. But beneath that smile lived an ocean, and he never learned how to swim. In the language of Jung, she was not just a woman, she was his anima, the feminine within his own unconscious. A reflection he projected onto her, unaware that the desire he felt was really a call to meet himself. But instead of diving inward, he clung outward. He mistook her calm for weakness, her quiet for compliance. He underestimated the kind of woman who listens more than she speaks. And now, her silence echoes in places he didn't know could ache. He scrolls, he rereads, he replays the messages she didn't send, the words she left unsaid, and the stillness that now surrounds her feels louder than any confrontation. Jung warned of this, that when a man fails to do his inner work, he becomes obsessed with the projection. It's not her he's chasing anymore. It's the piece of his soul he lost when she walked away. And now, he can't stop thinking about the one woman who gave him nothing, and yet, he'll never admit it, because ego doesn't kneel. Ego builds stories. She's cold, she's selfish, she changed. No, she remembered who she was before she needed to be chosen. In her silence, she broke the loop. She didn't argue, she didn't beg, she didn't perform. She watched. She saw the patterns, the inconsistency, the emotional vacancy, and instead of demanding love, she withdrew her energy like a queen, leaving the room. This is the feminine wound, reversed. She didn't chase after him. She didn't try to fix him. She didn't expect him to change. She simply walked away. And in doing so, she made space for herself to evolve. That scares the hell out of a man whose ego demands obedience, whose idea of love is possession, whose idea of partnership is control. But the truth is this: when a woman stops giving you attention, when she walks away from the drama, the toxicity, the games, the lies, the manipulation, the disrespect, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with her refusing to tolerate the conditions that made her small. Her silence is not the absence of emotion. It is the presence of evolution. She is not punishing him. She's honoring herself. And in that silence, she hears the voice of the woman she was always meant to become. The woman who walks away in silence isn't weak. She simply sees more. She sees that life is too short to stay in relationships that no longer serve her highest good. She sees that love is not a transaction. It is not something you demand. It is something you experience. She sees that true power comes not from holding on, but from letting go. Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." And so, she became the mirror, not because she wanted to be, but because his soul asked her to reflect what he couldn't see. She was the shadow he disowned, the nurturer he yearned for, the fire he suppressed, the peace he couldn't offer himself. Her silence forced him to meet himself, to feel the emptiness he masked with charm, to confront the little boy still crying in the corner of his psyche. But he is stuck in the labyrinth of his own making, haunted by the ghost of the woman who loved him enough to set him free. He, who thought he had her all figured out, now realizes he never knew her at all. For the woman who walked away in silence was not weak. She was everything he wasn't. And in her silence, he hears the echo of the truth.